Attorney Phil Holloway, legal analyst for WSB Radio, 95.5 WSB Atlantis News and Talk, and legal analyst for the Shelley Winter Show, and legal analyst for the Shelley Winter Show, who's been breaking down this entire election interference case from day one. Phil, how are you, sir?
Great, Shelley, and we've got breaking news now.
All right, so here it is. Let's do the breaking news sounder there, young Michael. I told you guys going to hear something you didn't hear anyplace else, and here it goes. Breaking news sounder. Breaking news, Phil Holloway, fire away.
Where is Hector?
All right. So, we've been talking about the issue in the big Fonnie Willis saga has been whether or not the former attorney and former law partner and friend of Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade would have to give testimony about information that he might know about the timing of when the now admitted affair between Willis and Wade, has been in existence.
And that attorney's name is Terrence Bradbury.
Bradley, yes.
Bradley, yes, sir.
Yep. So the issue is, it's been proffered and put forward by Ashley Merchant, counsel for defendant Michael Roman, that Bradley has non-privileged personal knowledge and information that the affair started prior to 2022, as they claimed it did, and of course they testified under oath that it was not prior to 2022. So they were seeking to have Mr. Bradley testify, and at the hearing, he claimed that it was covered by attorney-client privilege. Well, the judge needed to find out, and make a ruling of whether or not it really was something that's privileged. So he met today in his, in private, behind closed doors with the witness and the witness's attorneys, and a court reporter, and that's called an in-camera hearing. So the judge, after doing that, has ruled that the information that the attorney has is not all completely covered by attorney-client privilege, and he's going to have to come back and testify as to some of the matters that he was questioned about and he was not allowed to give answers to previously. So this opens the door for his testimony, and if he testifies the way it's been billed that he would, then that would corroborate Robin Yurdy, who's a former friend of Fonnie Willis, who testified under oath that the affair started in 2019. So you've got that witness's testimony. You've got the cell data that was proffered and put forward by the Trump defense team late last week that said that it was at least circumstantially that Nathan Wade had been visiting either overnight or a large portion of the overnight hours at her condo residence in Hatesville, and now you've got this potential testimony. So all this put together is painting a very gloomy picture for District Attorney Willis being able to stay on this case.
And so for those people out there that are saying they're nothing burgers, this is a lot of just salacious gossip, for those people, what is the trouble? What are the troubles that Nathan Wade and Fonnie Willis are looking at now that the impact of the judge's ruling with Mr. Bradley? What is the impact of that on them?
Well, if they've been shown, Shelley, to have misrepresented the truth or lied to the court or perpetrated a fraud on the court, that's a big problem for a lawyer, right? This is the kind of thing that could result in disbarment.
And the lie would be them saying they did not start a romantic relationship until after 2022, correct?
That's essentially it. So the whole issue is about, the conflict of interest, and did she have a personal relationship with him to the point, and in a way that she benefited financially. And so she's downplayed that. She said that it was recent. It was in 2022. It was only after he got hired. And she's testified to this under oath. So now we've got, in addition to the claims that she has, has a personal financial interest in the existence of the case, that being a conflict, now we have the additional problem that she's going to have to deal with about being seen by the court, if he rules that way, to have lied under oath and to have perpetrated a fraud on the court. And that could be a separate basis for her being removed. But honestly, if the judge rules that, Shelley, then she's got bigger problems than whether or not she's going to win the Trump case.
Exactly. Hold on, Phil.
Perjury is a crime.
Hold on, Phil. I want to come back. I want to talk about this some more because I have questions, and the questions that I have, I know the answers to. But I know there are people out there that are continuously just like knocking these things down. You know, they were quick to bring up, oh well, who cares? When she first dropped the motion, meaning Attorney Merchant. Now it's like, well, so what? Now they are saying, now the goalposts keep moving for these folks. So I want to ask you some more questions. So people that don't think this is a really bad thing for DA Willis and also Mr. Wade and the entire case, we can break that down. So we're on the phone with Phil Holloway, attorney Phil Holloway, legal analyst for 95.5 WSB and the Shelley Winters Show. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. Judge McAfee has ruled that Attorney Bradley's testimony that's set up for this week later is not covered by attorney-client privilege. That's breaking news. We'll be right back.